Good morning, everyone. Trust we are doing good, and welcome to another webinar series that we've got for you. Okay, I'm your host, Akinwale Chibike, and I'll be walking you down through this process on 5 ways to make money from the financial markets or from Forex to be precise. So today we're going to do something very, very amazing, and I will literally, this is not really a strategy based class, it's not really. Um, Strategy based class, let's just put it that way. It's more of understanding how you should be doing this. Okay, how you should be doing this. It's Apologies about that. It's more of understanding how you should be doing this in the financial markets, the approach you should take, and the right process. Okay, the right process. Okay, so good morning, Kelechi. How are you doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning, Babatunde. Good morning, Isaac. Good morning, Kakri. Good morning. We all are doing great this morning. And I'm just very, very glad I'm on the call with everyone, and we're actually going to have an amazing time today. Um, Before going ahead, what we do well is actually trying to break down the process of what we do at Eagle Global Markets. Okay, we break down the process of what we do at Eagle Global Markets. So at Eagle Global Markets, we're a financial brokerage firm where we create opportunities. I like this word create opportunities because of without you coming to us, there is literally no way you can access the financial markets. Okay, there's no way you can access the financial markets. And this approach is actually quite simple and easy because what we offer you platforms that give you access to the financial markets. Yeah. Okay. So great. Now, like I said, we give you access to the global financial markets, and we help you walk through the process. Okay. Like I always say, there's no broker out there that offers education and purchase knowing about the markets and doing the right thing in the markets than we do. Okay, because we understand that's how you scale up in the market. That's how you become better in the markets. Okay, and we offer you three types of products. Okay, we have the MT4 where you can access the global financial markets in dollars, and we have the cloud trade where you can access the global financial markets in naira. Okay, and also we're bringing you a new EGM, okay, a new structure, a new approach, a new process to how we do things, and I'm sure it's going to be a very, very good experience for everyone. Okay, so and also the last product we offer is the copy trading platform. Where we give you access to copy traders that are consistently profitable. And I've got a few people on here that has done the copy trading platform before and see how profitable it is. Kelechi can testify to that. I think Ajos too has done the copy trading before, and these are just people that I'm very, very close with on the Telegram group. And we talk a lot. We talk a lot. And that's just the logic towards what we do at Global Markets. So before we hop into today's class, um, can anyone at all, remind me what we discussed in the last webinar? Okay, what did we discuss in the last webinar? Okay, anybody at all? What did we discuss in the last webinar? Good morning, Desmond. Hope you're doing good. What did we discuss in the last webinar? Anyone? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Can anyone tell me what we discussed in the last webinar? Wow. So nobody knows what we discussed in the last webinar. Nobody at all? Brilliant. How to trade stocks like a pro. And that's the major thing when it comes to the financial markets. We actually give you the best and we help you create a pathway towards approaching the financial markets and how to trade stocks like a pro. I'm sure if you missed that webinar, I personally sent you the replay link to get access to the webinar. And if you've watched it, if you have any question at all on the last topic, let's ask them right now, okay? Before we hop into today's topic, and also If you have any question at all relative to the financial markets, anything you want me to walk you through, create clarity on, please do ask your questions now, okay? Before we hop into today's webinar, okay? Please do ask your question now before we hop into today's webinar. Also, if you've got a question, please send your question to the question section. I put out polls multiple times during the webinar. Please do respond to the polls when I put them out. Okay, so yeah, that's actually a good start for us. Anybody with any question at all on the last class or any general question that you've got? Okay, I'm going through the conversation. Okay, I just sent out a poll. Please let's respond to it. Good morning, I just hope you're doing good. Okay, no question at all. No question at all. Okay. Let's talk about our experiences in the markets before we hop into what we have today. Okay. Does anybody want to share their experience in the market, like how it has been, the journey, the progress, the ups and downs? Anyone at all? Anyone willing to share? So we could actually motivate other people on the call to give them a good structure and idea of how the financial markets is. Like I started my financial journey being a financial analyst and trader at a very early stage, and it's quite amazing. It's quite amazing. The market has its ups and downs. Losses were made, profits were made, but the major thing or the major structure about the financial market is you get to make more profits than losses when you know the right thing you're doing, and that's it. Never will you not make losses. Okay, losses are meant to be made. It's like the fee you pay when you learn something. Okay, it's the fee you pay for learning. Okay, and losing money in the markets is it's generally it's generic. Okay, everyone must lose money, or everyone tends to lose money. But the logic is to make more money than you're losing, and that's why we set up these things to give you right on track, to put you right on track on the right things to do in the financial markets. And yes, let's hop into today's topic, which is 5 ways to make money from Forex. Okay, 5 ways to make money from Forex. Actually, this is not really strategy based. This is not really strategy based. It's just me walking you through the steps on like the right path if you were willing to make money from the financial markets, and also possibly at the end we might drop some strategy based stuff and do a few technical analysis to protect price and give an understanding of price. Okay, so okay, someone said to give a last summary of the webinar we had previously. Okay, I'll do that at the end of the call because I gave a time period for that and nobody responded to it. Okay, so 5 ways to make money from Forex, and I've actually got the 5 ways in my book right here. I've got a journal in front of me. Well, I got only 3 written down. I've got the remaining 2 right here. And okay, let's dive right into it. So in this session, you learn the 5 ways to make money from Forex, which is the first one is using leverage to your advantage. Okay, I want everybody to get a pen and a paper to jot these things down. Okay, first one is using leverage to your advantage. The second one is treating trading as a business. Okay, the third one is price breakdown method. Okay, using the right price breakdown method. Okay, the fourth one is having a trading plan. The last one is knowing when to take a break from the financial markets. Okay, the first one is using leverage to your advantage. Second one is treating trading as a business. Third one is using the right price breakdown process or method. Having a trading plan is the fourth one, and the fifth one is knowing when to take a break. Now, all these 5 outlines, we could stay on the webinar today and talk about them a lot. Like we could stay on the webinar today and just talk about them multiple times. Okay, we stay about. We could stay on the call and talk about them multiple times, and we won't get bored. But The logic is to give you the right insight into these things. Okay, if we are all following, let's drop a yes in the chat box or reply with our favorite emoji. Okay, if we are all following, yes, please drop a what's it called? A yes in the chat box or your favorite emoji. Okay, great, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I'm loving the energy in the chat box. I'm loving the energy in the class chat box. Okay. Yeah, I love the energy in the chat box. The way we are all typing, I love that. Let's still give that a few more minutes to run. A few more minutes to run. Okay, we'll talk about all of that. Okay, we'll talk about all of that. Now, let's dive right into the first thing. First thing is using leverage to your advantage. Okay, the first thing is using leverage to your advantage. Now, every single trader thinks they understand what leverage is all about. Okay, they think leverage is free money. Yes, it is free money, but how would I put this? It's free money that might end up making you lose money. Okay, now I'll throw out this question to everybody. What do you think leverage is? I don't want the definition of leverage. Okay, I don't want the definition. Just tell me your thoughts on what you think leverage is. And chat box, 3 to 5 minutes for that. Okay, I'll go numb for 3 to 5 minutes. I want people to tell me or share their experience of what they think leverage is, or how it affects them, how it is the advantage or not. Let's do that in the chat box. I'd like to get a lot of response. Okay. Someone said he doesn't. He's not even sure of what leverage is to begin with. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Okay. I love that. I love that. Okay. Let's keep that coming. Let's keep that coming. We've still got 4 more minutes to talk about from you guys to hear your thoughts on what you think leverage is. Okay. I sure will. I sure will. I sure will. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff, Keishi. Brilliant stuff. Power to afford what you can't and also to lose all you have. No, not how the markets move. Not how the markets moves. Okay. I think okay. Now let's listen to this closely. What is leverage? Leverage is in forex markets. Okay, leverage is power. Let's just put it that way. Okay, leverage is power, and it is power that gives you the potential to buy more or sell more. Okay, it is power that gives you opportunity to buy more or sell more, to open trades with capital greater than your capital. Okay, so leverage is generally borrowed capital to increase the potential return. Now you have $100, okay, and there's an apartment for $10,000. Okay, now leverage in that situation is when you go somewhere and give somebody your $100 to collect $10,000. That's just what leverage is. Okay, it's borrowed money. Okay, now leverage has a lot of advantage, a lot, and it has more than enough disadvantage. Now that's when I see clients call in and say, I want my leverage 1 ratio 1,000, 1 ratio 500. I most times I think and I ask myself, do you really know what leverage does to you? Do you really know how it affects you? Okay, now in this webinar, I'll be teaching you how to use leverage to your advantage. The basic leverage on our platform is 1 ratio 200. And how can you capitalize on 1 ratio 200? What it generally means is if you deposit $10, you get 200 times your $10. Okay, that means your buying or selling power is 200 times your $10. That's just what it means. Now, how can you take that to your advantage? You take that to your advantage by placing the right trades. Are you following me? You don't want to hop on every single signal or trade idea that you see. You want to hop on the ones that are generally, how would I put it, that have a lot of potential. Okay, I hope we're all following. We want to hop on ideas, trade signals that have the potentials, exactly high probability trades. That's what you want to hop on because you're using leverage. Okay, because you're using leverage. That's how to use leverage to your advantage. You don't want to trade much. You want to trade less but make more. Okay, you want to trade less but make more. You want to trade less but make more. That's how you use leverage to your advantage. So stop trying to have 1 ratio 1,000, 1 ratio 2,000. Fine, it works when you know what you're doing. But once you don't know what you're doing in the financial markets and you use a lot of leverage, you will start over leveraging. You start opening too many positions, and that actually, it's like you're doing the wrong thing. It's not even, it's like it is doing the wrong thing, because you're missing out the aspect of leverage where you can actually capitalize on one trade with a certain amount of money you have in your trading account and use it to your advantage. Okay, do we all understand? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'd actually like to get more response. Yes or no? Do we all understand? Your favorite emoji? Yes, just respond. Okay. Okay, brilliant. Now, that is how you use leverage to your advantage, because you're trying to capitalize on the approach towards price. You're trying to make the most out of it. Okay, Obina, let me give you an example of leverage again, like I did previously. If you want to buy an apartment, but you only have $100, and the apartment costs, okay, it costs $10,000. There's somewhere you can go to and deposit your $100 to get $10,000. That is leverage, borrowed money. Okay, borrowed money to use to your advantage. And most times, borrowed money may not be used to your advantage. It can be a disadvantage to you. Same as it is in the financial market, leverage can be a disadvantage to you sometimes when you don't understand what you're doing in the financial markets. Do you understand now, Obina? Please let me know if you do. Okay, let me know if you do. Brilliant, brilliant. I love the fact you said you understand. Now, let's hop on to the next thing. Treating trading as a business. A lot of us have this mindset of how would I put it? Get rich quick using Forex or trading the global financial markets. Now, it is very, very easy to get rich quick using the global financial markets when you know what you're doing. I am actually capitalizing on the word when you know what you're doing. That's the major thing. That's the major thing. What you're doing in the financial markets. I've been capitalizing on that word a lot. And that's just it. You need to treat trading as a business. It's not an hobby. It's not somewhere you go to for quick 2K. Okay. It's somewhere you go to earn a living from. Okay. You go there to earn a living from it. A living. Okay. Now, I'll respond to that question in a few minutes. Okay. Now, how do you treat trading as a business? You dedicate time to it the same way you dedicate time to a business. If you have a business you run, you understand how you structure your business, right? You're very, very serious about it. If you have a 9 to 5 job, you are very, very serious about it also. That's the same energy, drive, motive you should put towards trading. That's how you treat trading as a business. You're dedicating a certain amount of your time, a certain aspect of your time to it. Okay? That's how we treat trading as a business. Do we all understand? Are we clear on that? The same energy or drive you put into personal stuffs, business you run, when you put the same energy, drive, and motive into the financial market, that's wow, or that's when you start to treat trading as a business. Do we all understand that? Yes or no? So, Samuel asked, is a trader compelled by a broker to use the leverage that the broker platform provides? No, you're not compelled to that. You can decide to change your leverage to be precise. You can decide to change your leverage to be precise. But the funny thing is, most people don't understand what leverage is all about. Eh? Most people don't understand, so they just come and say, just change my leverage because someone said it was good. They don't understand the logic why it was good. They don't understand the reason why it was good or why if the person said it's good, just because the person said it is good. Okay? So you're not compelled to use the leverage the broker offers. You can ask for an increase in leverage. You can ask for an increase in leverage, and that's it. So, Samuel, are you Ian? Are you? No, leverage is not equal to lot size. No, no, leverage is not equal to lot size at all, Karachi. Leverage is never equal to lot size. Leverage is there for you to buy, to give you more buying power or more selling power. That's what leverage is there for. When you misuse it, you're out of leverage. That's when you blow your account or you place too much trades, you don't have leverage to keep your trades running. And that's where you lose money. Okay? Are we clear on that? Okay? Are we clear on that? If we are, please let me know. Okay? Please let me know so we can proceed. Okay? More questions. Yeah, leverage gives you ability to buy more or sell more. Just buying power, borrowed money to increase your buy power or your sell power. That's it, Karachi. Okay, how do we manage our leverage? By not over trading, by not over leveraging. That's how you manage your leverage. Margin and leverage are relatively the same. Okay, they're relatively the same. Okay, they have something very, very much in common. Margin and leverage. They have something very, very in common. You don't use leverage. Okay, leverage is there for you to place trades. So it's just like placing trades. Okay, just like placing trades. So like margin can be said to be your initial deposit, which is kept aside to. Okay, let me go in deeper into it. Okay, let me go in further into it. Now when we talk about margin, okay, margin is generally the deposit needed to place a trade and keep that trade running. Okay, while leverage enables you to trade larger position size with small capital outlay. Okay, like margin is that deposit needed to keep a trade open. If you have $0 in your trading account, you won't be able to open any trade, right? Now, let's say for instance you deposit $100. We've gave you a buying power of let's say you have a leverage of 1:10, which is a buying power of $1,000. Now, from that your initial deposit, a certain amount is set aside to keep a trade running. That is the margin. Now, the leverage is what your trade is running on. That balance that keeps your trade open in the financial markets. Do you understand now? Do we all understand now? Do we all understand now? Yes or no? I'd like to get more response. Okay, great, 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 great. Now, your price breakdown method. Using the right price breakdown method. Using the right price breakdown method. Okay, using the right price breakdown method. Now, most people use different approach when going to the chart to look for signals to buy or sell. Okay, now the right price breakdown method depends on you as a person. Okay, it depends on you as a person. You might be that person not really, but you need to always use stop loss. Okay, you need to always use stop loss. Okay, now like I said, the right price breakdown method. The right price breakdown method is determined by the trader himself or herself. Now, you see, there is a lot of ways to analyze the financial markets and break down price to understand how price is structured. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know the one that suits your personality as a person. Okay, so don't feel don't feel left out when some concepts are being mentioned and you don't know about it. As long as you have the right price breakdown method that you're using to trade the financial markets and you're consistently profitable with it, you've got nothing to worry about when it comes to order price action breakdown method. Are you clear on that? Okay, so you don't need to force yourself to understand other price action breakdown method. Okay, other analysis method. You already have one that is working for you, so why stress yourself on looking for other price action breakdown method? Once it works for you, consistently profitable with it, stick to it. Okay, stick to that price action breakdown method that works for you. So we've talked about using leverage to your advantage, treating trading as a business, and price breakdown method. Now, let's go to the fourth one, which is having a trading plan. I did a webinar. I really can't remember when, but we once did a webinar when we talked about having a trading plan. Trading plan is very, very crucial. I can't stress on the importance. Like, importance is major. Okay, big, very, very big. I can't stress on the importance of having a trading plan. Like, it's very, very, very big. It's major to have a trading plan because that's what guides you, and those are the rules and regulations, the laws that you abide by when you're trading the financial market. Yes, you can develop a method of your choice. You can develop a method of your choice to analyze price action, to analyze price, to make profit yourself. Okay. Now, having a trading plan are those set of rules and regulations you give to yourself before approaching price, or things you look out for before approaching price. This helps you become more structured and constructed as a trader. This helps you do the right thing as a trader. And that's the major thing when it comes to having a trading plan. Okay, that's the major thing when it comes to having a trading plan. Do we all understand? Do we all understand? Yes or no? I'd like to get more response to it. Okay, great. Now, to the last but not the least, knowing when to take a break. This is what most traders don't know, when to take a break. Imagine you had a very, very good trading week. Let's say your monthly target is, this is a thesis. Your monthly target is 100 pips. And in a day, you've made 125 pips. That single day should have made you tell yourself you are done for trading that month. But because you made 125 pips that day, you still want to go into the market to make more. You've beat your profit target or your monthly target by 25 pips. So why still wanting to stay in the market? Or why do you want to come back to the market? Know when to take a break. You've lost your monthly target in a day. Your loss limit for a month, you've lost it in a day. Why come back to the market the next day and believe you will make that profit back? Fine, you can make that profit back, but the chances are very, very slim. Why? Your psychology is wrong. Okay, your psychology about the market is ruined at that moment. Like, you are coming with the mindset of revenging back at the market, which will make you lose more money. Have anybody been in that position before? You lose money a day, a lot. The next day you come back with the mindset of revenging and you end up losing your whole capital. Has anyone been there before? Has anyone been there before? You see, that's it. So know when to take a break. You've hit your monthly target, 100 pips. You've hit it by more than 25 pips. More than 25 pips. You should be done for that month. Yes, the market offers opportunity, but don't be that person that gives back the opportunity the market gives it back to the market. Okay? Don't be that person. You need to take a break at that moment. Take a break. Look at the charts. Look at how was I able to hit 125 pips in a single day. How? Understand how, so that you can be able to repeat the process more and more again. Okay? And when you take that loss, your monthly target, let's say your monthly target loss is 65 pips. You've lost 65 pips in a day. And the next day you want to come back to the market. You should take a break for that month. Look at why or how did I lose 65 pips that month? And that's how you make money in the financial markets, not by trying to capitalize on. You can't capitalize on every single move. You can only capitalize on the opportunities the market gives to you. I know traders that when they lose money, they come back with the mindset of making it back. They don't follow their rules anymore. They start forcing every single trade to work in their favor instead of them letting the trade come to them. And that's just leads out of the whole structure of knowing when to take a break. Okay, so we've talked about using leverage to your advantage, treating trading as a business, using the right price action breakdown process, having a trading plan, and knowing when to take a break. Those are the things we talked about in this webinar. And it's very easy for everybody to say they understand. It's very easy for everybody to be happy at this moment of learning about it. But the most difficult thing is implementation. Okay, implementation, very, very difficult. And that is one thing we as traders should learn. Learn to implement every single thing we talk about in the webinars. It's for your advantage. It's for your advantage. Implement. Don't come to price action classes if you know you won't implement it. Don't come to the webinars if you know you won't implement it. Fine, the webinar is free. It's very, very free for everybody to join. But imagine it being free. You come, you act as if you gain knowledge. The next week or the next following webinar, you've forgotten everything we've discussed previously, and you can't even implement it on the charts. I always talk against this thing, and I'll talk against it again. See, demo trading will ruin your mindset when it comes to the financial markets. Demo trading. If I had learned this earlier, I'll be the most profitable trader in the world. Well, I would have been, but I'm just trying to share my experience with everybody to understand. Demo trading will ruin your mindset in the long run. You are demo trading since 2018. How do you want to approach a real price action, a real database, a real price delivery authority? How do you want to approach it with demo mindset? Demo accounts, $10,000, $50,000. You can hold trades for long now. It will come back into profit. You close, you'll be happy. But remember, live accounts, your money is on the line. And that is why I always advise against this thing. When you come to my classes, the easiest thing for you to do is deposit a minimum of 5,000 or 10,000 naira. Start practicing. Have that mindset that this account is for learning. Have that mindset. Fine, it's not easy to learn with 10,000 naira, but just understand that there are people out there that will charge you 50,000 naira, 100,000 naira for this knowledge. Just understand that 10K is like the money you're paying for the knowledge, but you want to just use it to practice, to skill up. That's how it's done. No, there's no holy grail somewhere. There's no perfect strategy. You become perfect with the strategy. Once you are perfect, the strategy is perfect. I don't know. I just feel like motivating people this morning. But I hope we all get the structure. I hope we all get where I'm driving at. And that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what most people don't know. Trading is not difficult. The financial market is not hard. Making money from financial market is not hard. You are the one that thinks it's hard because of the mindset you have. Okay? Because of the mindset you have. Because of the mindset you have. Get started. Don't say, I will do it. We are humans. Bills will come up. I'm also human. Bills comes up. But keep in mind that there's one thing you need to do that will set you financially free. Now, imagine you're trading every day. Every day. Imagine you're trading every day. Like you start trading, start implementing this thing. And these things we've discussed on our previous webinar and this current webinar. Imagine you are implementing these things every day and you're making 1,000 naira. Imagine that 1,000 naira to be money for free you are making every day. Do you know, or imagine it as money for transportation. And the logic is you want to make big money quick from the market. It's easy to make big money quick from the market if you have huge capital. But when your capital is small, little drops of water makes an ocean. Okay, 1,000 here and there, a little 1,000 naira here and there in the financial market will add up to be something big. I hope we get the picture. A little 200 naira here and there in the financial market will add up to be something very, very big. This is what most people don't understand when it comes to the financial market. Fine, professionals make 8 million naira in a day, 10 million naira in a day, 100,000 naira in a day, but you can start somewhere, which is with the little you have, which is 10,000, 5,000. Don't come with that mindset you want to be Dangote the next week. Okay, don't come with that mindset that you want to be Dangote the next week. No, come with that mindset of getting started, understanding the process, making money little by little, and what? Coming large. Then you can deposit good amount, like 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira for a start. Don't let anybody tell you you can't trade the financial market if you don't have 50,000 naira. You can't trade the financial market if you don't have 100,000 naira. You can't trade the financial market. You can trade the financial market with as little as low or little or low as 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira. It's a stepping stone for a start. Okay, and that's literally what I will be preaching today. Okay, I'm done with the sermon. And does anybody want to come on the webinar to ask question? Okay, because it's question time, or you've got something to say in tandem to anything I've discussed. You want to motivate people, your progress, your reports, just things like that. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Just drop a yes in the chat box. Let's drop a yes if you are available. Okay, Kelechi, I'll call you on soon. Let me just go through the chat box. Okay, only Kelechi said yes, nobody else. Okay, let me just Christian, do you mind talking with everyone also? I personally called you out. I think you really don't like to converse that much. But do you mind if I call you out or bring you on stage with me to talk? Just a yes or no would do, okay? Okay, Kelechi, I just sent you an invite right now. I'm expecting you on board with me. I want Christian's permission before I send him an invite. To be very, very rude. Okay, Gloria also. Okay, so everything I discussed, do we understand? Like, do we understand? Do we have an insight? Let me just run a poll. Okay, let me just run a poll. And also there's a previous poll. Please, we're 22 on the call. Let's do what to respond to it. Okay, so I'll be sending out 6 poll. Okay, just sent out one now. Let's do what to respond to it. I'm still waiting to get Kelechi on board. Kelechi, please let me know if you're coming on board. Okay. I'll send out the invites to other people. Okay, I'm trying to send out the polls actually. Trying to send out the polls. Okay, I'll be done in a minute sending out the polls. I'll respond to everybody. Okay. Okay, then one last one. Okay, yes, the last poll is out. Okay, now I can go through the chat box. Please let's do what to respond to all the polls. Okay, please shed more light on price action breakdown. We'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, we'll do that. I'll resend the invites to Kelechi. I'll just send one to Christian since he's not replying. I just send one to him and someone said Gloria. Okay, Gloria also. And okay, yeah, Gloria. I sent an invite to Gloria. Okay, good morning, buddy. Hello, good morning, buddy. Yeah, hope you're doing good.
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
yeah. So basically, what we have been talking about, and I think,
Do you mind coming closer to your mic? Like the
yeah.
mic
Can
is.
can you hear me now? Is
Yes,
it
I
better
I
now?
can hear you now. Great.
Yeah. Like to be sincere, I think trading is basically, I think, 10% strategy and 90%
90%
psychology and
psychology.
emotion.
Very true. Very
Because
true. I very much agree
because
to
I
that.
think a while back, when I go back into trading, I think at that point I had like close to like 400K in my trading account. So funny enough, under a day I blew the account. And okay, this is actually how it happened. I think that day I was basically trading gold. So I traded my account to like 500, 600K. So instead of me to take a rest and like, okay, let me chill back and okay, then tomorrow we'll continue. Or like, well, okay, I can go further. I can make more. No, I said 400k, 400k.
Okay.
I said, okay, I can go further. I can make more money. I think I just added 200k to my account now. That's 600k. Then the next trade I took, my account was down to like 400k. I was like, something is wrong. Let me try and put it back to that 600k. I traded back again to like around 350k. Nice. It draw down 350k. And I'll say, okay, let me sleep. The next day, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can salvage the account. I woke up the next day and then I traded the account. I lost like, I think 100k. So I was down to 250k. At this point, I was basically revenge trading. But
exactly.
yeah, yes, psychologically, you'll be like, I think yes, possible. It's possible. It's trading. At that point, your mind is telling you like it's easy money, it's quick money.
Exactly. That's
At
what
some point,
psychology does to
under like 2 days, I blew the whole account like into negative, like negative 16k, and you know like when you blow your account to zero, that one is a different matter. But when you're now in the negative,
yeah.
So I had to now take some time off, try to settle down, and then recover and understand what was going on.
Yeah.
That's why most times I read to everybody that this webinar is if you want to cost this webinar you have to cost it in millions, because I think when I came in contact with the webinar, I now realized that the strategy was not the problem. It's psychology and emotions, trying to put them under check. And we said something about compound interest. Like if you are making like $20 on a daily basis, like for 25, because exactly you have 25 days of trading.
Yeah, 25 trading days in a month.
Yeah, basically. So imagine $20 for that 25 days. Having a good strategy that will give you, let's say, like maybe 20, 30 pips
daily. It's like, very easy to get 20 pips, 30 pips daily.
You become a millionaire in like no time.
Most currency pairs have a daily range of 45 pips, like ADR, average daily range of most currency pairs 45 to 60 pips. Now imagine if you can just catch 20 pips, 20 pips,
exactly
20 pips every day,
like the constant
easy
strategy.
Money. Exactly.
Not all traders
can
do that, because I think that is the key. Not you going to like catch like maybe 100 pips, 150 pips.
I see a lot of things, and also I want to talk about this. I see a lot of Instagram traders. I see something like 1 ratio 29R, 1 ratio 30R, 1 ratio 150R. That's they are risking one to catch 150. This thinks it's a lie. Why is it a lie? If it was this easy, you should fucking be Bill Gates by now.
Exactly. They gamble. Like what they do is they have multiple accounts. So they just gamble the trade, and then when one trade just comes out as expected, they just post that one online. Like, yeah, I'm a good trader. I have over how many years of experience here. Just place also amount. I'll show you the strategy and everything. Like that is a new business now in the financial market.
That's the new business.
That is a new business. Like
newbies really don't know anything, so they just use newbies to make money.
Exactly. So and it's becoming saturated with some fake off traders that will just come up in the market and deceive you with some big lies and screenshots of some other people trades and like collecting 100, 200 pips from the market. So the basic thing is just, I think, focus on your emotions and your psychology, basically.
Yeah, emotions and psychology.
Yeah, basically. Once you are able to keep those in check, then I think the sky is the limit for you when it comes to trading.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kelechi. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so I sent the. Okay, where's the other person I sent the? the webinar, the participate link to anybody? Okay, okay. I think I sent it to Gloria. She didn't join. Adjus also didn't join, so I'll try to resend to them, and also resend to the new person. Then, if they all don't join in, let's say 3 to 5 minutes, would hop on doing price action analysis. Okay, so you see how or you see what I'm explaining about price breakdowns. And okay, Adjus, you good?
Good
How you
morning, sir.
doing? Yeah, good morning. Hope you're good.
I'm doing great. Well done, sir. How is the work, sir?
Fine, fine, quite well, quite well.
What I just said, just what this guy just said, Kelechi, just that I have another experience of saying what you say. Like me, I did what you said earlier, just healed my mind.
Yeah.
So I was like
Do
reversing. So
you
each
mind?
time
Do
I
you
lose
mind
money, I would like
moving
to
away
revenge.
from noise? Do you mind moving away from the noise, please?
Okay. Yeah,
Great.
hello, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you quite well now.
So each time I lose money, I'll try to revenge. I lose more money. Do you mean yesterday
That's
I
the
lose up to 16,000?
that's it. See, let me tell you something. Once you've lost
Yeah.
money, you shouldn't be in the market. Like again, okay. I'm not telling you not to be in the market. Yeah, you trade, but take a day off and understand why. Try to figure out why you lost that money. What happened to the price action that made you lose that money? What happened? Did I not follow my rule? Sometimes it's the price action is correct. You just didn't follow your rule. Sometimes it's the price action that is wrong, but you followed your rule. But you see, there's a two ways to this, or there's a two way to this. When the price action is wrong and you followed your rules, you will not lose much money, okay? Because you already have a certain amount stated to lose. But when the price action is correct and you did not follow your rule, you lose a lot of money, okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think the latter the latter is much more better. So please go ahead.
And
I'll be turning off your. Sorry, it's
okay.
not you, not you. Please go ahead.
And I also want
Go ahead.
to I have planned also to save at least, even if it's 1,000 naira a day, I'm okay. I'm off the market. Even
Exactly,
if it's
exactly.
2,000 naira, I'm okay. So when I keep it running with the time, I know I'm going to make the money. So I have saved
Exactly,
myself from that
exactly.
pressure.
It adds up. It adds up. Once
Yeah.
you understand it adds up, it's golden. It's golden. Very, very golden.
Yeah.
It's very, very golden.
My
Like
minimum amount per day
that's the
now at
crown.
least 3,000. I'm okay. When
Exactly.
I make
That's
3,000, I'm
like
out
the
of the
crown.
market.
That exactly. That's just it. It's like the crown of trading. When you understand little jobs add up, it makes an ocean. You are compounding that way. You've decoded it. Like you've decoded it totally. Thank you for joining me on the call. I just
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you, sir.
okay. So I really don't know how to pronounce your names. Ejogeneta. Please, do you mind unmuting yourself? Let me just ask you to unmute. Okay, I asked you to unmute. Please unmute yourself so we can converse and go to the price action breakdown method or strategy method, as everybody calls it. Yeah, do you mind unmuting yourself? Okay. It's not just the best place to learn about the financial markets. It's the best place to learn about the financial markets and trade the financial markets. It's even the first one before the latter. It's the best place to trade the financial markets, then learn the financial markets. Okay, I just sent you an unmute message. Please unmute yourself. Okay, please unmute yourself. You're mute so we can talk. And if that's what you literally wanted to say, I could just take you off the call and we hop onto the price action aspect. Okay. Okay, I think okay. Now let's go to the price action aspect. Now, those that were on the Telegram group, I have something for you guys. Remember the Friday we called NFP moves, okay? We called NFP moves and all. Remember, right? The Friday we called NFP moves on the Zoom session, the personal Zoom session we had. Yeah, okay. Now okay, yeah. So let's go back to that Friday move. And okay. Remember I said I was short gold. I shorted gold down to this level right here because I felt it had done whatever it wanted to do. Now I have this area as a watch for my buy order. I always place my limit orders at the main threshold and also at the top of the support. But I forgot to place my order at the top of the support, and the limit order I placed at the main threshold, that's the center of my area of structure, it's never activated. Price never got there by a peep or so. So I was actually very, very angry at myself that why didn't I? But I just realized it's one of the things we traders face. So on the webinar, I told you I got my entry, buy entry for gold right here. Let me just point it out to everybody. I got my buy entry for gold right here. Oh, sorry about that. Let me just see if I can delete that. Oh, okay. Let me just get another tool then. And okay. Let me show you where I got my buy entry for gold. Now I'll just show you how easy these things are. Very, very easy. I got my buy entry for gold, yeah, right here. Then I took only this candle. I was expecting to take profits here, like I explained to everybody on the session, but I was not comfortable because it was NFP move, very, very risky. Okay, so it came back to where I wanted to take profits. Like we went into it, then back to this breaker right here, breaker block right here, then came down. Now I was short on gold yesterday. I was short on gold. I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. I can't really remember, but I got stopped out with this candle because my stop loss was very, very tight, very, very tight. I got the entry like 5 minutes time frame. Now, what I wanted to explain to everybody is the fact that you can know where price is going to. Very, very easy to know where price is going to. Very, very easy to know where price is going to. I've been bearish, like I've been saying gold will be bearish, dollar will be strong for about a month now, right? About a month now. I've been saying it about a month now, right? And I keep on saying it. Well, nobody believes, but yeah, we still have it. Dollar is still bullish, and this shows. I just know dollar is bullish using correlation. We've talked about correlations on the webinar multiple times. I know dollar is bullish with this, and gold is bearish. Now, let's go to the price action aspect. Okay, the strategy, as everybody wants to know. Even Dow Jones shorts, I called it right here. So, and also, Christian, if you remember, was it Christian that asked that question on the last webinar where he said we should analyze S&P 500? Go and check your S&P 500 where I said I'll be looking for sales. Check that area right there. I mistakenly deleted it on my PC. I mistakenly deleted it. Check where I said it will sell from. Go and check there. It's literally sold from there, or at the moment it's selling from there. Let's just say it that way. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Yeah. So this is ERGBP. Okay. ERGBP. So we'll be dealing with price using ERGBP. We'll be dealing. Wow. Okay. I can't get this. Okay. We'll be dealing with price using ERGBP, and I always do my analysis from the monthly time frame. I just like doing my analysis from the monthly time frame. So I want everybody to pay close attention. Okay, close attention to how I approach price. Okay, how I approach price. It's nothing fancy. It's not difficult. It's very easy to do once you understand it. So what I want to really see is how price is moving right here. Price is in the range, no doubt. Okay, this is the dealing range right here. Price in the dealing range, and we had this. We had this stopwatch right here. This is actually the framework of why I will be looking for selling opportunities. Then we had a retest to an area of what's it called, resistance. Then we came down. That's just like the cake of the icing of the cake. So this is where we broke market structure. This is where we broke market structure right there. Okay, we broke market structure there. So from this breaking market structure, I knew price was bearish already. Okay, from this breaking market structure, I knew price was bearish, and any buy move was repricing. Okay, to either create a stop purge or a turtle soup sell model, which is this right here, the turtle soup sell model, or what's it called, premium for more discounts. Now, these are just concepts. You don't need to understand the concept. Just know that I'm looking for sales. Okay, just know that I'm looking for sales. Now, look down below here. We have clean lows. Okay, clean lows right here. We have clean lows right here. And clean lows is actually areas I would like to take profit from. Okay, so let's just mark that price area out. Now, I really don't trade crosses. Okay, this is a cross pair. I really don't trade crosses, but I use it to understand where GBP will be going to and ER will be going to. Now, this is like the area, if I were to go short on this is where I'll be looking to take profit from. But I still see something on, what's it called, ER GBP. Okay, this is inefficient piece of price action. This is like an area where price did not trade correctly. Okay, then this is an area I'll be looking to look for buying opportunities on ERGBP. Okay, this is one of the areas I'll be looking for buying opportunities, and this is another area I'll be looking for buying opportunities. That means if this area doesn't hold, then I'll be looking for, this is the monthly time frame though. I want you to understand that when you check the monthly time frame, you want to understand long-term perspective. Okay, long-term perspective. Long-term perspective. You want to know where price is going to long-term, so that when you are on lower time frame, you know you are looking for so and so opportunities. So with this now, I understand I'm looking for selling opportunities, and this right here is a block, an area of resistance. Okay, and look at what price did. Price came back into that area of resistance, but I don't think price has done what it wants to do. I think price would still come back here. I don't think, well, I know. Let me just put it that way. I know price will still come back here before going down finally. Okay, but we might first come here due to the daily time frame. That there's something right there on the daily time frame that, just from the way the candle forms, actually, I believe there should be something on the daily time frame there that is of interest, or the weekly time frame itself. Okay, right there. So I believe price might first come down before going up finally, then coming down. Now, understanding this, I want to go down to the weekly time frame. Okay, on the weekly time frame now, look out. Like I said, there's some piece of nonsense here, which is this order block right here. This might be buy areas for ERGBP to go up. Okay, now I have to go down to a what's it called, a daily time frame actually, to look for reasons or more reasons why I should be in a trade on ERGBP. Okay, a minute. Let me just get this perfectly. And okay, so to the daily time frame now. Now that big area of support, we can streamline it to this. Now, this is one reason I said we might be looking for selling opportunities right here. We have lows right here. Okay, we have lows right here. Like below old lows is where you want to take profits, where you want to be looking for opportunities to sell profits. Above older is where you want to look for opportunities to take profits on buys. Okay, now there's a low right here and there's another low right here, so I can consider them as clean lows. And now the logic is we have to come down to fill this inefficient piece of price action before we now go up to grab these clean highs. This one right here first. Then this one right here, next. Then possibly this small one before we hit this area and come down. Now, with all of that understood, okay, with all of that understood, I want to come down to the 4-hour time frame. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You already have an idea of what you want to do. Okay. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Now, I'll make the charts very, very small though. Look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Look at the 4-hour time frame here. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, yeah, this is like big enough. Okay, now looking at this right here, I want to understand why price is still trading higher instead of coming lower. Very simple reason. Very, very simple reason. We have a previous area of resistance here that price never got to. Okay, so let's mark that out first. And price never got it, so this means there is liquidity here. But also look at this. Price is actually trading in this area of what's it called? Area of resistance. But we could streamline it down on the 1-hour time frame. Okay, great. Now I go back to the 4-hour time frame. I really don't go below the 1 hour and 4 hour. Well, personally, I check 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and all. But for our sake, let's just do it here. Now, look at this area of action, right? This area of action. We had break a market structure here. We had break a market structure here. So what's this telling you? This is generally telling you that ERGBP is bearish. Okay, this is generally telling you that what is just giving you, the idea is giving you is that every buy model you see is a trap for more pricing to the downside. Now, if we look at this from this high to this low using the Fibonacci, wow, I can't see the Fibonacci. Let me just change the settings. Great. See where price is settling at. Look at where price is settling at. The 61.8, which is like a very, very significant level for traders that trade the financial markets. Okay. Traders watch 50%, 61.8, 78.6. Those are the levels. But look at it. It is ranging at 61.8. It never went above 61.8. It never went above 61.8. So this is like a heads up, like we might have the same repetition of what happened here happening here, but this time we are going to go down lower. Okay, now that's just logic. Or we break a move and fill the Fibonacci into this before we come down. Just that's the two idea now. Now all you need to do is now to wait. The money is made in the waiting. Okay, we have, if you take a sell here now, it's too risky. I wouldn't even do that. Like I wouldn't even do that. If you take a sell here now, you'll be using a, let's say you take a sell right now, you'll be using a 10 pip stop loss to catch. Let's say this is your first take profit, 80 pips. That's 1:8. Very possible, very easy to make. Then if you say you want to bring it down here, you'll be making 10 pips stop loss to catch 125 pips. Very easy to do, but you don't want to force this trade because it's not ready. This is where you now understand the concept of knowing when to wait or take a break. Now, this one you are waiting. You're waiting here. You want to wait for price to actually give you an idea of entry. Now, this is where I now take out time to start checking lower time frame for entries. Now, if I look at this properly, this is a stop purge for me, or stop hunt. Let's just call it stop hunt. That's a stop hunt for me. And now, knowing that that's a stop point on the 1 hour time frame, okay, price was hunted. They know people keep their stop losses above here, so they hunted that stop loss. And now we can now go down to like the 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame to frame a model on this. Now look at what we had after that stop hunt. We went down immediately, and this this green candle right here is now serving as the entry candle. See right there, isn't it? Right there. So I can decide to now take a sell. Okay. And decide to take a sell based on what I just saw. Now, M5 also end. Look at what happened. Price came back into that candle and came down. If I major on the 15 minutes time frame, generally, okay, major on the 15 minutes time frame, price almost got to the middle, okay, the main threshold. Okay, so this is just like, this is what I'll do in price. Like this is how I break down price very well. So I can be wrong. So I keep my stop loss above here. My stop loss is just 10 pips. If we check it properly, let's see. My stop loss should be 10 pips. Yeah, 11 pips, okay, 11 pips. And I want to catch now. See how interesting it gets. See how now the concept is lose small to catch more. That's the concept. To catch. Oh, okay. I need to go down to minimize my chart again. Okay, so sorry, the 4 hour. Now, imagine 10 pips to catch. I'm not greedy, so these are my take profit is to catch, as said, 80 pips. So now is to understand that losses are inevitable. Losses are inevitable. So yeah, I'll be losing $7 to catch $51. Now you see how interesting it gets. Now the logic is to understand you can lose money on the trade, but the logic is also to understand that less is lost and more is to be made. That's just the logic. That's how I approach price, and I hope you learned a thing or two from it. Okay. So this actually brings us to the end of our webinar. Well, that's not the end. Any question at all before we go? Any question at all? Any question at all? No, it's ERGBP, not ERUSD. There's a video on our YouTube channel that explains that. Okay, so please let's do what to still respond to the polls. Okay, let's do what to still respond to the polls. I'd be glad if we all respond to the polls. Okay, and yes, this brings us to the end of our webinar. And to wrap it up, all I'll say is okay, you mentioned the WhatsApp link. Okay, no problem. I'll reach out to you on that, sir. And to wrap it up, I wish everyone good luck and good trading. Okay, see you in the next webinar next week, Tuesday.